Okay, guys, I have another piece of information. I think this is very important. Uh, as with many things, we don't necessarily know what it means yet, but keep this in mind. Okay, so this was brought to my attention under one of my recent videos. This comment came in by Julie Green. She said, "That's interesting. For some reason, I was led to look at the Dow today. After being up over 383 points, it crashed at noon to close at 25.57, to close down 25.57. I looked up 25.57 before seeing your video. It means to be leavened and also criminal, evildoer. The market was definitely leavened by evildoers, but no longer." And as soon as she said that the Dow had been down 25.57, there's something went off in my head like a red flag, because 25.57, I answered her down 25.57. That's important, as 7 years to the day is 25.57 days. Wow, I will investigate. Thank you. Okay, so 7 years is 25.57 days, and I'll show you how we can see this. So today is January 6th, and the Dow is down 25.57. Before we move on here, let me confirm to you this is the case. 3 hours ago, stock market news for January 6, 2025, the Dow is down 25.57 points. And this is confirmed here under the second article. The Dow is down 25.57. Okay, so that closed down 25.57. Now if we go to the date calendar and we go from January 6, 2025, and we subtract 25.57 days, okay, we get January 6th of 2018, 7 years to the day, 2,557 days. So I looked up 10 things you need to know January 6, 2018, and everybody was talking about this book, Fire and Fury, inside the Trump White House, which this book came out the day before. Okay, came out on January 5th, and so by January 6th, everybody was talking about Fire and Fury. And if we go to the book Fire and Fury, okay, it says Fire and Fury Inside the Trump White House is a 2018 book by journalist Michael Wolff, which, according to Wolff, details the behavior of U.S. President Donald Trump, the staff of his 2016 presidential campaign, and the White House staff. The title refers to a quote by Trump about the conflict with North Korea. The book became a New York Times #1 bestseller. Reviewers generally accepted Wolff's portrait of a dysfunctional Trump administration, but were skeptical of many of Wolff's particular claims. The book highlights description of Trump's behavior, chaotic interactions among senior White House staff, and derogatory comments about the Trump family by former White House chief strategist Steve Bannon. Trump is depicted as being held in low regard by his White House staff, leading Wolff to claim that 100% of the people around him believe Trump is unfit for office. Okay, well, January 6, 7 years ago to the day, from today, January 6, 2018. Okay, January 6th, 2021, the White House insurrection. Okay, not necessarily the midway point, but if we add 3 years from 2018, 3 years, and then we go forward 4 more years, we come to the Congress certifying Trump today, January 6, 2025, and this is 4 years after the Capitol riot. So the fact that Donald Trump today is being confirmed, even the news points us back to 4 years ago, the Capitol riot. And 7 years ago, this book came out. And so we've got a lot of people, hoping that Donald Trump is going to be a savior, is going to help the United States recover, get back on their feet, stabilize the world economy and the world political situation, and bring peace to the world. And, well, these signs bring us to all of these key moments where we need to remember that, 7 years ago, this book came out, which is Fire and Fury, a huge, basically criticism of Donald Trump, that he's very unstable and very unfit for office. Then what ended up happening at the insurrection, and then he defended the insurrection and all the people that were on his side and wanted to fight for the election results and everything else. I mean, that's another thing that's against him. And now today, even as he is getting reconfirmed. So what does this mean? Well, okay, biblically, 7 years is a very important time frame. Okay, so somehow what I see from all this, okay, the Dow is down 25.57. I mean, are we really at the end? I mean, this to me points to the end of 7 years. We're down 25.57. In other words, we're done with the 7 years. Okay, I mean, if you look back to 2018, 1 month before this, Donald Trump declared Jerusalem the capital of Israel. Then in May of 2018, the 70th anniversary of Israel. I mean, the 70 years definitely marked a time frame in biblical prophecy. 70 weeks are determined from the rebirth of Israel, and then the 70th anniversary of Israel, and all of that. And now from January 6, 2018, we have a sign of 7 years being down. All right. So we have a lot of things we need to consider, a lot of things we need to, I mean, where are we going from here? What does all of this mean? A lot of people are saying that we might not make it to January 20th. We might not see the next Trump presidency. Well, January 19th is 119, so, we could have something planned there. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you guys because I don't think these numbers, happen by chance. Now, here's something that came out today that could mark the end of one era and the beginning of another era. January 6, 2025, CDC is saddened by Louisiana's report that a person previously hospitalized with severe avian influenza, bird flu, has passed away. So the first death in the USA of bird flu, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to open up a new timeline and another pandemic, and who knows what they are going to be doing from here. But so many things happening, guys. We just have to keep our eyes on everything. Let me know what you guys think about all of this. I pray you are blessed today. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People, the sign of His coming revealed.